Our promised land.
Nested Lands is an open-world adventure game set in a rich and beautiful world full of mysteries. In the story of Nested Lands, you enter a world filled with strange creatures and diverse lands to explore. The game takes place in a world caught in ancient wars, the effects of which are still seen throughout the different territories. You play as an explorer or adventurer who must uncover the past of this shattered world. The story revolves around ancient secrets and hidden mysteries scattered across the lands. These secrets can not only help you gain special powers, but they may also reveal dark truths about the history of these lands, changing the course of the game world.
Find a way to survive in this dark place. Or perish for good. Swords cut deep, but the plague cuts deeper than swords. We muster the courage to live another day. Lord, have mercy on us.
Solasta 2 is the sequel to the successful game Solasta, Crown of the Magister, and once again the focus is on turn-based tactical combat and a deep fantasy world. In Solasta 2, the story continues in a dark and fantasy-filled world where every decision you make has a profound impact on the storyline and the fate of the realms. You and a group of diverse characters enter a new world where mysterious creatures and dark powers are on the rise. In this world, full of threats and dangerous enemies, you must use smart strategies and step-by-step approaches to uncover hidden secrets. As the story progresses, you'll face complex moral decisions that can lead you down different paths, changing the world in various ways.
Can you help me?
The Dark Dragon, youngest of...
Ninja Gaiden 4 is a sequel to the popular action series Ninja Gaiden. In Ninja Gaiden 4, the story once again revolves around Ryu Hayabusa, the legendary ninja. This time, he faces a new threat connected to both the human world and the supernatural realm. Old enemies and dark forces are returning, with the goal of destroying the world of humans. Ryu must face intense battles and dangerous foes to prevent this catastrophe. In this installment, Ryu encounters both new and old characters and must harness new powers to defeat his enemies. The story explores themes such as vengeance, sacrifice, and the fight against demonic forces, with each stage becoming progressively more complex and dark. Ryu's choices and his path through the battles will significantly impact the future of the game's world.
You're open! This is it.
Over the Top WW1 is a first-person shooter that takes you to World War I battles, where you take on the role of an ordinary soldier from one of the warring nations stationed at the front lines of various battlefields. The game focuses not only on the combat and strategies, but also emphasizes the emotional and psychological effects of war on the soldiers. You must navigate through the harsh conditions of World War I, move through trenches, fight enemies, and struggle to survive. Along the way, you encounter various characters, each with their own backstories and personal challenges. The game also delves into the moral dilemmas and difficult decisions faced during the war, forcing you to make tough choices that could come at the cost of your own life or the lives of others.
It's a long way to
Thornless is a survival horror game that blends action and mystery in a chilling narrative. Set in a dark and eerie world, you play as a character caught in an ancient curse, fighting against both supernatural forces and terrifying creatures. The game's atmosphere is tense, with psychological horror elements and deep lore driving the story forward. You must solve cryptic puzzles, uncover hidden secrets, and battle nightmarish enemies in a world where nothing is as it seems. Tides of Annihilation is a sci-fi action-adventure game set in a distant future where humanity stands on the brink of extinction. The world is under the control of a cosmic threat that is slowly destroying various planets and all life on them. You play as a hero or the leader of a resistance group, tasked with fighting against alien enemies and destructive forces to ensure humanity's survival. In this game, you will explore different planets, battle dangerous alien creatures, and uncover the mystery behind the catastrophe threatening your world. Your decisions throughout the game will not only affect the fate of the characters, but also the future of the galaxy. The choices you make will lead to different paths, leaving the future of humanity in your hands.
Holy Grail. Blood. This is a feast only for the king.
Gwendolyn, this is your final warning.
My quarrel lies not with you, but I will take back everything that belongs to me. Even if the price is my soul.
Some doors.
Static Dread, 15 Nights at the Lighthouse, is a psychological horror survival game that places you in a remote lighthouse where you must survive 15 terrifying nights filled with unsettling paranormal events. As a new lighthouse keeper, you must uncover the dark secrets of the island while dealing with strange occurrences, eerie sounds, and terrifying entities lurking in the shadows. Each night brings new horrors, and the challenge is not just surviving, but maintaining your sanity.
Some things should stay in the dark, and so shall I.
Dune Awakening is an open-world survival game set in the vast desert world of Arrakis, also known as Dune. Based on Frank Herbert's iconic Dune series, the game allows players to experience the harsh, unforgiving environment of the planet, filled with massive sandworms, hostile factions, and a wealth of resources to be fought for. You take on the role of a survivor, navigating the treacherous deserts, where you must manage your resources, build shelter, and engage in both combat and diplomacy. The game features a rich narrative that ties into the events of the Dune universe, as well as a dynamic world where weather, sandstorms, and the dangerous wildlife affect gameplay. Dune Awakening offers both solo and multiplayer experiences, allowing players to team up and work together to survive the planet's many dangers.
But there are forces beyond even your control.
In Sea of Thieves Official Season 15, the story continues to revolve around the adventures of pirates and the quest for hidden treasures in the endless seas. Season 15 introduces new events and quests that tie into the ongoing stories of the game, offering new pirate tales and deeper involvement with the factions vying for control and influence. The season focuses on uncovering new mysteries from the Sea of Thieves world, with intense battles for valuable loot. Player decisions will shape the fate of different islands, adding even more depth to the ongoing pirate saga.
Who was I?
Like a dragon pirate Yakuza in Hawaii is an action-packed open-world RPG that blends the world of Yakuza with a thrilling pirate adventure. Set in a vibrant and exotic Hawaii, the game follows the story of a former Yakuza member who becomes a pirate in search of treasure, redemption, and revenge. Players will explore the islands, engage in fast-paced combat, and immerse themselves in the unique culture and mysteries of the Pacific. In this installment, the game retains the iconic Yakuza series mechanics, including engaging storylines, mini-games, and side missions, but adds a fresh pirate twist. You'll navigate through a mix of sea battles, island exploration, and encounters with both local factions and rival pirate crews.
200 years ago, pirates buried a boatload of treasure, $1 billion worth, in the Palmyra Atoll. The different groups, they're after the same thing.
And the Pirates Coliseum in particular can't be sitting idle while there's money to make.
Could be Atlantis wants to test our sea legs, huh?
Just in time to chum the water.
The dissolution's in full effect. There's still tons of Yakuza who need you to show them a home.
We've been crawling on our hands and knees since it all went to shit under your watch! Answer for that, why don't you?
Let me pay this clown back for the nick he gave you.
No matter who I am or where I come from, if I just stand by and watch, how can I call myself a man? Of all the things
Eric's Home. The Stolen Dream is a psychological adventure game that immerses players in a mysterious and surreal world. Set in the eerie and atmospheric town of Eric's Home, the story follows a protagonist whose dreams have been mysteriously stolen, causing their mind to unravel. As players navigate the twisted landscapes of Eric's Home, they must solve intricate puzzles, uncover hidden secrets, and explore the blurred line between reality and illusion. The game focuses on its rich narrative, with themes of loss, memory, and the nature of dreams.
You want passage, huh? I'm not keeping these for you anymore. You're taking with you this time.
I won't get past this gent without a dart.
Hey, Gilbert! What's keeping you?
He's not here.
She's brave, but she doesn't know what she set in motion. I must find her.
I'm all he's got, Alva. He's all I've got.
Before he does.
You've been waiting for...
Breathe Edge 2 is the highly anticipated sequel to the popular space survival game Breathe Edge. In this follow-up, players once again find themselves stranded in the depths of space after a catastrophic event. But this time, the stakes are higher, and the adventure's even crazier. Set in a quirky sci-fi universe, the game blends survival mechanics with humor, offering a mix of intense space exploration, resource gathering, and comedic moments. Players will continue to navigate through dangerous space environments, craft tools, repair spacecraft, and interact with eccentric characters in a mission to survive. The game's unique blend of dark humor and survival mechanics sets it apart from other survival games, making it a fun and unpredictable experience. Dreadzone is a high-octane, futuristic action game set in an intense, gladiatorial arena. The game's premise revolves around players entering the notorious Dreadzone arena, where they must fight for survival in fast-paced, action-packed combat against both human and robotic enemies. With its emphasis on combat, strategy, and upgrading weapons and abilities, players will be tasked with making split-second decisions as they face waves of increasingly dangerous opponents. Featuring customizable characters, a variety of weapons, and immersive sci-fi environments, Dreadzone offers a thrilling mix of high-stakes competition and exploration. The game's narrative explores the dark side of entertainment, where ruthless corporate factions exploit the arena for profit, and only the strongest survive. Kijutsu Rider is an anime-styled, third-person hack-and-slash action game that delivers fast-paced and action-packed gameplay. Players take on the role of one of 5 unstoppable heroes, each with unique abilities, as they battle through waves of monstrous enemies. The goal is to take down the Black Cross conglomerate and ultimately save the world from impending doom. Set in a vibrant, action-filled world, the game offers dynamic combat, where players use a combination of fast melee attacks, special powers, and strategic tactics to defeat their foes. Memory Lost is an action shooter game with a story-driven narrative, where players use mind transfer mechanics to enter the bodies of enemies and utilize them to achieve their goals. In this game, medkits are not available, and only a single magazine is present in the weapon, so survival depends on taking over enemy bodies. The gameplay combines intense combat with tactical decision-making, including tasks like destroying enemy installations, hacking, and uncovering hidden information. By using the mind transfer abilities, players can exploit the powers of enemies and turn them into allies,